So, chances are, if you've been scrolling on your phone lately, you've probably stumbled into something that looks and feels, well, a little different. It's kind of like a home shopping network, an auction house, and a super fast group chat all got smashed together. You hear stuff like this, you see bids just flying in, items are flashing up on the screen, and the chat is just moving a mile a minute. It's got this incredible energy. A little chaotic for sure, but you just can't look away. Yeah, it's a totally fair question. This is definitely not your typical add to cart online shopping. This is the wild, fast growing world of live e commerce. So, you know what? Let's jump right into one of these streams and see how this whole thing actually works. Okay, let's really get into it. We're going to break down this whole new shopping thing by following one seller's live show. We'll look at the mechanics, the psychology behind it all, and the very real business that's being built, one bid at a time. First things first, at the heart of every one of these streams, there's a host. And they're not just a salesperson, they're an entertainer, a host, and a community manager all at once. The stream we're watching is from a brand called Skull Jewelry. So the host is actually the owner of the company. He's not just flipping stuff, he's moving thousands of his own products. And what's really interesting is his background. He'll tell you himself he's a self-described ninth grade high school dropout who's built this massive online operation. It really just shows you how accessible these platforms can be. And he is not shy about what his goal is here. Every single time a brand new buyer joins the stream and wins an auction, you'll hear him say this. It's fun, it's a celebration, but it's also a crystal clear signal that this is a serious business, laser focused on growth and getting new customers, all in real time. So, how in the world does he sell so much stuff so fast? Well, the format is everything. The whole system is designed for speed, for excitement, and for making really quick decisions. Now, this is the secret sauce for the buyer. He'll hold up a tray of bracelets that he says sell for, $50 to $75 on his website. But the auction, it starts at just $5. Five! That creates this immediate, powerful reason to jump in. You're thinking, hey, I might get an amazing deal here. The key to making it all work is the speed. He doesn't just sell one thing at a time. No, he puts out a whole group of items, runs a lightning-fast auction for choice, and the winner gets to pick whatever they want. Then he immediately grabs a new item to replace the one that was picked, and boom, the next auction starts, sometimes just seconds later. It's this non-stop, really engaging cycle. So this choice auction idea is basically the engine driving the whole operation. It makes it feel like a game. Because there's a whole variety of stuff on screen at once, it appeals to way more people. It also creates this constant feeling of discovery since new items are always being swapped in. And it keeps that pace, that energy, just cranked up for the entire show. But look, people aren't just showing up for cheap stuff. There's something else going on. A really powerful mix of entertainment and psychology that turns casual viewers into super loyal customers. It's really the whole package. You've got the thrill of hunting for a bargain, mixed with the raw, unscripted feeling of a live show. The host knows people by their usernames, he's answering questions on the fly, and he builds this kind of club-like vibe in the chat. And then he hits them with that magic phrase to create urgency. Might be the only one we got. And he's got this great sense of humor and honesty about it. He's joking that his own accountant is yelling at him for starting the bids so low. And by doing that, he's reinforcing this idea that the buyers are getting an incredible, almost secret deal. It builds trust, it's entertaining, and it makes you feel like you're in on it. So, okay, this is all great fun to watch, but is it a real business? Well, let's look at the data. We actually got a hold of some packing slips from this exact stream, and they tell a pretty fascinating story about what happens after the camera turns off. So, from just a tiny sample of the packing slips from one single event, we counted 15 separate items sold and shipped. And you have to remember, a lot of these were won in auctions that lasted less than a minute. This isn't just a show, it's a high-volume logistics operation in disguise. And check this out, look where these packages are headed. From one stream, he's shipping to West Virginia and Kentucky, sure, but also to Glasgow in the UK and Limoges in France. This is not just a local side hustle. This is a global microbrand being run out of a single room with a camera. Pretty incredible. And remember that new money's catchphrase? Well, here's the proof. Right there on the packing slip. The platform actually flags every single new customer.
The whole system isn't just built for sales, it's built for measurable customer acquisition. That's a key metric any business owner would absolutely love to see.
So, when you put this all together, what does a platform like this really represent? Well, it's a marketplace for sure, but it offers something completely different than your standard online store.
For buyers, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. It's the chance to get a steal and the feeling of being part of a real community. And for sellers, it's a super powerful tool to build a personal brand, get instant feedback from your customers, and create a business with a surprisingly global reach, all without the crazy overhead of a physical store.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about selling things. It's blending retail with entertainment and community building with commerce. It creates this really sticky world that feels way more like a hobby or a hangout than just plain old shopping.
And that kind of leaves us with one big question. As more and more people are looking for ways to earn a living on their own terms, could this blend of live performance, direct sales, and community become, well, the blueprint for the next generation of entrepreneurs? It's a really fascinating thing to think about.